Hello everybody, this is Ranchin here, bringing you all a StarCraft commentary. First ever on Vile Attack as the new mainstays here, and of course alongside me I have...
Nuke the Stars! That's me.
That's him. And we're bringing you all the 2010 Winners League Finals between KT Rolster and MBCGame Hero. And we're starting off with Light against HoeJJa, playing for their respective teams on Judgment Day. We're going to have Light at the bottom left-hand corner as the red Terran, and we're going to have HoeJJa as the yellow Zerg at the bottom right-hand corner. So, Nuke, what you thinking here? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts. Well, usually, this is kind of a rare situation, because usually a final situation in the Pro League, I have a favorite team. I'm rooting for a favorite team, and I want a team to get through, but I like both of these teams, so really, I'm not rooting for either of these guys. Whoever wins, we're all winners. But yes, I'm actually very surprised to see MBC throwing out the big guns first in Light. I mean, Light is pretty much their best player, at least through the Winners League season. C has been their big mainstay player. He's the reason they're here, but yes, it's a very interesting contrast, I think. And I don't think that KT was actually expecting this. They sent out HoeJJa versus a TVZ specialist.
Well, yeah, HoeJJa, of course, a good player in his own right, but I'm not quite sure if he's up to Light, who's basically, at the moment, killing Zergs left and right. He has a weakness in the other two matchups, particularly TVP, I believe, but still, in TVZ, he's the kind of guy who just, Jaedong. Who's Jaedong? I don't know any Jaedong. Smack, fly away, hit a window, crush. But Light to start off is going to just hunker down, put down his barracks, and actually go for a refinery first, so we might be seeing a mech build coming up. Going to see what sort of funky strat is going to go for here. Overlord's going to come in there, spot the barracks, spot the wall off, but nothing else so far. ICV Scat also coming out for Light. So this first set, I got to say, got to favor Light. I'm a little bit surprised with him starting him, but at the same time I understand what they're going for. Drone's going to come in here and try to pick off the SCV. Oh, is it going to be saved? Is it going to manage to build? Okay, fighting off the drone. More SCVs coming off the line, so the barracks will indeed come up eventually.
Yoink.
As soon as that drone's going to get picked up, SCV's still heavily damaged, but the drone not quite going to manage it. Kind of like hero drone in there. Like, I'll take on everybody. Bring on everything. Oh, it's a tank. Okay, maybe not a tank. But
okay, factory coming down. Sorry, Ranchin. But the factory coming down for Light. Looks like he's going to use that. I think he's going to use Machine Shop to block, since he built it right next to the side of that barracks. By the way, I think you just angered some Jaedong fanboys by kind of casting Jaedong to the side. Jaedong who? Man, we're going to get some angry comments for that one. We love Jaedong, everyone. Thank you. Okay, so HoeJJa trying to throw down his third base. He's doing a double expo, which is going to be pretty risky, especially against a mech build like this, double factory coming in for Light. So he's going to go for some heavy mech, and all that HoeJJa will really have to fight against that will be his sunken colony, since he's just now putting down his gas.
Yeah, he's most likely only expecting an initial vulture. He doesn't know, I think, he had an overlord coming inside, so I'm not sure if he knows about the second fact or not. He might, but he only has one single sunken colony, so it means he's probably not expecting any sort of heavy vulture pressure to start off. Almost chasing down an SCV, might eventually manage. Yeah, it does chase it down, pick it off. But nothing really much. The Overlord, I'm not sure if it actually spotted there. He's in a position, probably didn't run down. One Marine's going to go and force it away. So I'm not quite sure if HoeJJa knows about that second factory, and this could be in a very good position for Light to try to put on some pressure, do some damage, going around with SCV, building a supply depot in a possible future location to spot any drops or anything. But only two Zerglings and a sunken colony to spot. So also putting down a Hydra is done. So he definitely knows that this is going to be a mech build, but he really needs to get a bunch of Hydras out there to fight this back. Also going to be a Machine Shop starting spin. We're going to see what that's for soon enough. And the initial vulture is already out there waiting to be left out of the cage.
Yes, the vulture cage, which is basically the barracks over there to be floated off. But this is actually a very good map for doing this kind of mech harassment, just because there's so much maneuverability. I mean, there's no chokes, really. I mean, I guess there's sort of chokes there, but very large areas where vultures could run by. You see Light's just camping out here, at least HoeJJa is in the know. He has an overlord over there, and he sees it with the creep, obviously. So here come more vultures for Light. He's going heavy, heavy vulture, and most likely he's going to be upgrading vulture speed to do a little run-by action and try to get some drone harassment. Whoa, a lot of vultures coming out for Light. Yikes, this is going to be horrible for HoeJJa because he went for the double expand. He's going to be low on troops, so we'll see how this plays out.
There's going to vultures instantly going to run by 6 vultures, get run by some of the drones trying to block in, but the Hydra's not nearly enough Hydras. No speed or range on those 5 vultures inside the main. Drones pulling off the line, but a bunch of them are going to get picked off. Light, obviously not feeling the pressure. Going to bring A game right here. Insane. 4 vultures inside the main. No mining going on at all, and even more vultures coming in for him, so he's going to try to keep on this pressure, going to try to stay in here as long as possible, going to try to get by this, but no, I think actually, yeah, HoeJJa does manage to block this one single Hydra, so the vultures are going to stay inside there. I think they're just running around waiting for mines to come out. I'm assuming Light's going to go for mine upgrades, especially if he's going to go so heavy on the vultures. Might as well invest in mines. Can be very, very effective if the Zerg player doesn't micro against them properly. Also adding in an armory, so he might eventually transition into Goliaths just in case HoeJJa decides to go for Mutas. Even more vultures going to get by right to the upright head, getting mines, and Hydra's going to be in a lot of trouble now. Hydra's dying on all sides due to mines. 2 bases not mining at all for HoeJJa now, and these vultures have already done a crap ton of damage. Mines all over the place, and Light taking a huge lead right off the bat, despite the fact that he's 1 base to a Zerg 3. He just does the damage to get by. Oh, man.
Yep, these vultures are being so annoying. Not only are they laying mines that take care of the Hydras, but they're harassing about 3 different bases at once right now. Yeah, Light, he's camped out over here. There's absolutely no mining. That mine is actually going to drag into the larvae there, which is a little bit silly. So HoeJJa's not even going to be able to pump enough Hydras to take care of this at the moment. He's going to have to wait. And he's actually doing a smart thing by blocking the front with that hatchery. He had to save up the minerals to build that hatchery, but in the long run, that is going to be a very smart thing. He's going to try to stop the vultures from freaking running by and denying all of his mining. Pretty much all of his drones are segregated to this side, but actually there isn't a complete block there yet from HoeJJa. He's going to have to build another building, but this is just a nightmare for a Zerg player.
Oh, God, this is horrific. Even more vultures. Light just keep it on the constant pressure with vultures. Still managing to run by there. A production hatchery of all things being put down by HoeJJa. He apparently just has more minerals than he really knows what to do with. Not really allowed to mine much gas. More vultures get inside the main, planting out even more mines and trying to get those more drones being killed. This is absolutely horrible. This is like watch. Oh man, Light's just murdering everything. Zerglings getting picked off by mines, and you can look at the KT bench and they're like, "Yep, okay. So which one of us is next?"
Yep, pretty much. So Light finally expanding now. This is good. I think he is going to do the tech switch. He needs to get away from vultures eventually. I mean, he's done so much damage with them that he's good for them for the time being, but he's got to switch into Goliaths or something else to benefit those factories soon. Because HoeJJa, he's going to group up enough Hydras. Oh, man, HoeJJa tried to get the block there, but he actually left a very small hole where the vultures could sneak by. Oh, man. I can't even count the number of drones that have gone down in this game, but HoeJJa finally has a small group of Hydras in, but really, he's so far behind. I mean, he put down his double expo, so theoretically speaking, since Light was still at 1 base there for a while, okay, HoeJJa finally getting the block with an egg there, ironically enough, but yeah, he should still be economically ahead, but he's not because he can't mine any of his bases.
Yeah, I think actually the miner only has been mining for the most part this entire time, but you know, you're on 3 bases and 2 of them are not mining, and important factor, the ones that aren't mining are the ones that have gas. So this is horrible. Also, with these tanks now finally out, so we're probably going to be siege mode up. And a starport as well. So might be some drop-in action coming in on that natural. More refineries coming up. Second base going to be fully saturated by light very soon. And these mines all over the place. So even if, say, HoeJJa theoretically managed to get a decent troop out there, managed to get a decent Hydra number out there, almost getting picked up by mines. Careful with those mines. Goodbye, Hydras.
Oh.
And once again, goodbye, Hydra and Zerglings. Oh, God. But yeah, basically, if he gets even a semblance of a troop going out there, all those mines is going to give light a full spot on everything. And he's going to basically be able to slow down any sort of push coming down, even with Overlord support. This is horrible.
Yeah, everything is going against HoeJJa at this point. Just lost another Overlord, so wow. He just can't keep up drone production and Hydra production at the same time, and he's going to need so many Hydras to fend off this push from Light, because Light is doing the switch. He's doing a tech switch, getting out there with a dropship full of God knows what, but he's switching to Goliaths and tanks, and with those siege tanks, he's going to be able to break through that natural expansion pretty easily. And now he's coming over here. He's going to, I think he's going to drop that ledge above one of the naturals. Being spotted, though, by a drone, so maybe HoeJJa will have something there to counter it. But really, he doesn't have Mutalisk. He doesn't have any real way of tackling this troop up here from Light. And Light, oh, wow, he's going to be able to destroy this base. There's nothing that HoeJJa can do to get rid of this.
Any Hydras didn't even think of coming close to that. Dropship can act as a spotter just in case. Yeah, Hydra's thinking of coming in close, just one siege in. They're like, you know what, let's rethink this. Vulture's coming in as well. Gets more Vultures at the main. I mean, look at the main. It's insanely saturated because of the drones having to pull back. But even more drones being picked off. Oh, man, the hatchery goes down. Spire coming up. And I'm wondering how he's going to be able to support this Spire. Trying to get some Mutalisks out there to actually be able to tackle the tanks. But Goliath's out now for Light. A Weapons 1 upgrade, and I assume Charon boosters, if not already ready, are going to be on the way as well, because Light can afford to basically fully upgrade. He has 3 factories pumping troops. He's very strong economically, has lost nothing but Vultures this entire game. More mines going to be coming down, and HoeJJa has to be very careful. Yeah, has Overlord to at the very least take these down. And more mines waiting for him at the front. He's going to try to bypass, though. Could be another drop coming in. Oh, mine picking up Hydras. Oh, God. Another dropship going to come in, and even more Vulture harassment to come in from Light. This is Light just keeping on the bastardness of what he is doing. I'm not quite sure if that's a word, but I'm pretty sure that if there's any word that HoeJJa might be thinking right now is "you bastard." It's the only thing I'm thinking he has in his mind at the moment.
I think that's his clan tag, isn't it? Light bastardness. I think it is. But anyways, there's some Hydralist into the main, finally getting rid of those pesky Vultures. There's a very sullen, very, very sad KT coach, while Light picks up 2 tanks. He doesn't really have any use for them on that ledge anymore anyway, because there's no base there. And now I think he's going for the game-ending push. And oh, man. Oh, HoeJJa's running up here into the mud. HoeJJa! Oh, give me a break. HoeJJa! He didn't have an Overlord up there, and I'm very sure he doesn't have Overlord speed yet, because he can't even really afford it. But here come the siege tanks. Yikes.
Yeah, sunken colonies are going to get sieged upon. 1 Mutalisk being produced. That's going to get taken care of in seconds by the Goliath. Some Scourge going to manage to pick up the dropship. Mutalisk goes down in seconds. Hydra's going to try to come in for the last attack. Managed to pick off a tank, but all those siege tanks at the back, they're going to be able to pick these things to pieces. Goliaths, they can take a heavy amount of damage from Hydras before they go down, so they act as perfect meat shields. All the Sunkens have gone down. Their Evolution Chamber is going to do nothing in this for HoeJJa whatsoever anymore. This is going to be it. First, we're going to come in for MBCGame Hero. So we're going to see who it is that KT Rolster sends out to try to counter this beast who's red hot right now. Valkyrie coming in for the insult. Like, I own you. GG from HoeJJa. Absolute. Ownage is the word to describe what just happened.
Yeah, I'd say ownage and bastardness are both 2 very good words for that match. And now I can see what MBC was thinking, sending out Light. They want to get the all-kill right now. They want Light to get the all-kill. And the thinking's probably a lot like the Hwasyan coach back in the last Winners League Finals when they sent out Jaedong first. But we all know what happened when they sent out Jaedong first, the reverse all-kill. So we'll see what happens in this next match.
GG.